Hello girls and welcome back to another YouTube. I have the Easter eggs in the background for the aesthetics today, and the weather is absolutely horrible in Dubai today, so hence why it's a little bit dark and gloomy. But I am going to do this video on how to actually stay on track or not gain body fat over the Easter weekend, because I know it is occasions like this that so many women panic about, thinking that they're just going to end up spiraling, they're going to hit the fuck it button and they just can't stay on plan just because we have a more socially busy weekend with more food and more chocolate, of course. But you can still make progress, you can still maintain the results that you have made to date. You just need to have the right actions in place. And there's usually two types of women, and if you fall into either one of these categories, you definitely need to listen to this video. On the one hand, they tell themselves they're going to be super good and super strict that week leading up to Easter so that they can just go all out over the weekend. And then there's the other woman that just doesn't see the point in even starting now because Easter's coming up, so she's just going to wait till after. But both of these women are actually making the same mistake, okay? Both of these women are just trying to justify their actions as to why they're not seeing the results that they want to see, and they're just going to postpone it a little bit longer, okay? Restricting is not the answer. Telling yourself you'll start after is not the answer, because things will always come up. Life will always be busy. You will always have social events. You will have Easter, you'll have Christmas, you'll have birthdays, you'll have different occasions that might come up last minute. You cannot continue waiting until the next thing to be over, because as soon as the next thing's over, you're going to have different plans again, and that is just going to keep you stuck and you're not going to see the results that you want to see. So let's be honest, if you're woman number one who restricts herself all week, be super good to allow herself to enjoy the weekend, I get it, okay? And I've definitely been there, and I can speak from experience when it comes to this side of things. But the issue with this is you are telling yourself you have to earn your food. You have to be super good. You have to be super strict. You have to be restrictive in order to deserve to enjoy your weekend, which shouldn't be the case at all. You should be able to enjoy your weekend whenever you please to. But also, once the weekend hits, Good Friday, Saturday, Easter Sunday, Easter Monday, what's going to happen is you're going to go completely mental, because you have told yourself that you worked really hard to allow this weekend to enjoy yourself. So you're actually just going to end up going way overboard compared to where you would be at if you just stuck to your normal routine throughout that week. And this is what's keeping you stuck, because you're going to go completely mad and you're actually going to undo that restriction that you tried to stick to Monday through to that Friday, where you tried to be super good. You actually just majorly push yourself into a calorie surplus, and you're going to gain weight anyway, even though you punish yourself for that week. And if you're a woman number two who's telling herself you'll start after Easter, as I already said, events will always come up. You putting that off again, you're going to tell yourself diet starts on Monday or starts on Tuesday, whatever the case might be going into next week. You telling yourself that means you're going to eat absolutely everything in your sight in order to justify what you're going to do from next week, because you view dieting or you view your health and fitness journey as a punishment rather than something that should be part of your lifestyle. So that means you're going to eat everything, and it might be 3 Easter eggs. I have another 3 lying around the house, so 5, 6 Easter eggs. I'm going to eat them all before my diet starts on Monday. And guess what? You have just done yourself way more damage than you needed to, because you tell yourself you're going to start the next day or that next week where you're going to be good. And let's be real, Easter Monday is going to be a little bit iffy anyway. You might be hungover, so it'll probably be the following Monday. And guess what? Summer's around the corner as well, so you're going to make up excuses leading into the summer too. Stop justifying your actions. Stop putting it off any longer because you have events on. You can very easily stay on plan even with all of these going on. So we're going to come up with a solution for this, and I'm going to give you 4 tips on how to make sure you don't fall into that pattern. You don't keep making the same mistakes that you have made every single year prior to this, okay? And number 1 is keep your normal routine. Like Monday through to Friday, what is your routine like? Don't restrict yourself. Eat well, eat good, eat to fuel yourself, do your workouts. Yes, you might be busier the weekend, so you might not get your workouts in, so there might be sacrifices that have to be made there, but still stick to your usual routine and usual regime as well. And it means that on the Friday, like a lot of people will still be working on the Friday, so you should still be in your routine even though it's Good Friday and you're obviously about to celebrate Easter. Saturday, you're going to be more than likely on plan. Sunday, you might have your breakfast or your lunch, for example, with your family. That's fine, but everything else outside of that can still be within your control. You can still stick to your normal eating patterns. You can still stay on track just as much as you want to. but it's within your control in terms of that. You just because you have one Easter egg or you have a big lunch or whatever the case may be on Easter Sunday doesn't mean that the rest of the day has to go completely out the window. You can still return, have your normal dinner, have your normal lunch, and still make the progress that you want to make and still feel in control around food. Because in all reality, if you have one of those Easter eggs, it's like 500 calories. You can easily fit that into your day without having to track, and I don't even expect you to track. It's just gaining that control. Number 2, don't restrict yourself and tell yourself you're not allowed to have an Easter egg until Sunday. Have a bit of an Easter egg every single day of the week if you want to. I don't care. You shouldn't care either. It's telling yourself that you are allowed these foods. It's not a bad thing, because as soon as you restrict yourself, as soon as you tell yourself you're not allowed something, it's the only thing you're going to think about. It becomes like the forbidden fruit, and it's going to consume all your thoughts, and the food noises go and be through the roof because you're going to be absolutely starving. And that's to be expected because you have put yourself into that position. You can have chocolate every single day in moderation. Do not replace your meals with an Easter egg. Have your normal meals, have your Easter egg after it as a little reward. Whatever that looks like for you, you can still stay in that control. Number 3, drop the guilt. Okay, you went all out. You binged a little bit. You ate more than you wanted to. Do not let guilt take control of you and your life. And the common pattern here that you probably notice is I keep saying control, because everything when it comes to your health and fitness journey is within your control. Unless there's like an injury going on or something has came up, or sometimes, yes, we're going to fall off track with something that's out of our control, but these choices that you make are within your control. And the one thing that always keeps women self-sabotaging is guilt, because as soon as you eat something that maybe you shouldn't have because you told yourself it's bad, you feel guilty, right? And the next pattern that follows is punishment. You then punish yourself. You tell yourself you're not allowed to eat that food, you don't have control around that food, you don't have enough discipline, you're going to go do a workout to burn it off, you need to essentially earn your food. That is where the issue lies, and that's where there's a gap in between sort of where you want to get to and your mindset, and that's what's keeping you stuck, okay? Don't let that guilt take over. The guilt will pass, okay? What you want to do is just get back into your normal rhythm, into your normal routine, back to normality, and whatever damage you feel like you have done will be undone within the next couple of days. But what ends up happening when that guilt kicks in and then you punish yourself, or you fall into that all or nothing trap where you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to do whatever, there's no point in trying, you will end up doing 10 times more damage, and you will actually gain weight compared to that one Easter egg you had that you felt like you shouldn't have. You're going to end up eating the full 3 behind me, and that is going to do more damage than just having the one and just letting yourself go with it, even though it mightn't have been in your original plans. Chocolate is food. Food is energy. We need to eat, okay? We all make mistakes, and it's not even a mistake. You are allowed, and you do deserve to eat well. You deserve to eat no matter how bad your week has went, no matter if you overate a little bit, overindulged. You deserve to eat in all of these situations, but we just constantly want to be referring back to that control that we know we have within us, but sometimes it feels like we don't because we let our mindset and those negative thoughts and food noise take over. And number 4 is get back on track with your next meal. Like I said earlier, don't wait till the next day, don't wait till Monday, don't wait till next week. You binged, whatever the case might have been, you overate, get back to normal rhythm. Have your normal dinner. Don't skip dinner because you're going to end up binging more. Like, just go back to your normal routine, because this keeps consistency in your life. And as we all know, motivation does not keep us going. Motivation is not what gets you results. It's the consistency that does it, okay? It's consistently repeating the same behaviors over and over again to help you get to your goal. That means you're going to fuck up in between that. That means you're going to have meals off. That means sometimes you're going to miss workouts. It means things are going to get knocked out of proportion, but you can still keep that consistency going for the most part. If you show up 70%, it's better than showing up 0. Even if you show up 20%, it's better than showing up 0. You'll not always be able to be 100%, and you have to be realistic with it too. So yeah, girls, I hope this has helped and sort of just gave you that little bit of clarity in regards to what needs to be done and for you to go and enjoy your Easter weekend. I'll be having an Easter egg. Most people will be having an Easter egg and spending time with their family, their friends, like memories over macros when it comes to these situations. And if you do overindulge and you feel like you lose that control, fine, let it go. Don't let that guilt control the choices that you choose to make moving forward, okay? Because it's fine if you overeat for one day or even for the full weekend. As long as you bounce back to routine afterwards, you can still see the results you want to see. But the reason that most people end up stuck is because they think they fucked up and they have completely ruined it, so there's no point in trying, because they can't stay committed to it. You can't stay committed to it. You just don't know it yet because you've never actually stuck to anything for long enough and consistently enough to see the results whilst having these foods in your diet or not, you know? So focus on consistency over anything else. And girls, I hope you have the best Easter weekend ever. Truly go and enjoy yourselves. Allow yourself flexibility. Allow yourselves a little bit of leeway. Be present with your family, with your friends, whatever it is that you're doing to celebrate, if you do celebrate it, and have the bloody Easter egg and absolutely enjoy it, because that's exactly what I'll be doing. But I hope you find this useful, girls. I just wanted to pop this video in here today, just leading up to Easter Sunday, to give you all the reminder not to make these common mistakes that you probably would have been making in the past. So yeah, hope that makes sense. Enjoy your Easter, and I'll catch up with you on Easter Monday.